Which will be nice because it's been a pain in the backside dealing with that. Not only for the streams, but anytime I want to play.
Wait, so once I've copied over the PTU, is that all I need?
Yeah, you have to wait for the email. It takes about 5 minutes, and you'll get an email saying it's been copied over, and you'll get an email with a username and password, and that's for the PTU RSI webpage, where you can go and do
Yeah.
character resets and stuff like that. But the PTU itself will use your standard login that you use for live.
There we go. Yep. Yep.
But it takes about 5 minutes.
Yep. I'm ready. Logging in now.
Lexi, what's going on? Let's see. Yep, there's Lexi still showing offline. And I'm off for the next week, so I can work on starting to get some content to the channel again and work on getting unpacked.
Unpacking is just a multi-stage process.
Well, the worst part of it is I have like 6 large boxes of just all my collectibles. And I finally got all the shelves installed on the wall, so now I can start unpacking those, and I'm sure I'm going to have to dust them all off. Which I hate dusting.
Right.
It's such a pain in the ass. Although I was able to pick up today the G.I. Joe Snake Eyes Legends helmet.
Nice.
That, and I still have to unpack my animated Deadpool head. What's up, Longshot? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. We're going to go into 314 tonight, and I hear that they are sending out broadcast messages that CRU-L1 is locked down on quantum lockdown. So we're going to see if maybe that's the first stage of the Ninetales, it looks like, and see how far they're going to take that. And if not much is going on there, we'll see if there's any Xeno threat. If no Xeno threat, we're going to check out mining.
Yo, what's going on?
Hey, what's up? Yep, long shot. PTU is open to everybody now, so you just have to install it and copy your account over, and you'll be able to get in. All right. And J Scale just said that because he's in right now looking at CRUL1, QT blockade lifted with perps still at large. And somebody with the C2 camped at Deacons on Yella hoovering up all the med supplies. PO was sold out. So apparently on his server, somebody in a C2 is going around buying all med supplies.
Well, maybe we should get in there before they do, or find a different server and do the same.
Yeah, depending on how many people we have on here, will determine whether we can get on his server or if we have to get onto a different server.
You might have to send me another party invite. For some reason, that last one didn't work.
Not a problem. Invite
Nice.
sent. Long shot, just need the 411 on what's changing. Right now, we've got reports from J-Scale, who's in the PTU right now with CRUL1 has a quantum blockade on it, though it just got lifted, but the red targets are still at large. The broadcast messages, much like how Xenothreat started with broadcast messages, are playing throughout the PTU right now. And then we'll go check that out and check out anything else that is playable at the time, such as Xenothreat. I don't know if they're still doing a Xenothreat test right now or not, but we'll get in, we'll check that out. And if not, we'll go see, because I haven't done any mining in 3.14 yet, and I'm interested in seeing if the changes in scanning have really altered anything much, so we'll check that out as well. But apparently J-Scale's got somebody on his server going around buying up all the medical supplies. And just waiting for Arch and Lexi to show us in menus so I can send them an invite. And hoping that these changes I made to the PC will hold up and won't have too many issues as far as crashes this evening. And since I don't have to work tomorrow, I'm having Guinness. Alright, and Archer's still logging in. And hopefully no 3009 errors, though the last patch note said they cleared up one thing causing that. But we still got it that night, so that apparently means that we have several issues that are causing that.
I figure if they went wide with it, they fixed a lot of the issues.
It seems like they did fix quite a few. At least looking at the patch notes, there's a lot of bug fixes, a lot of more minor things. You know, right now, I think probably the biggest thing that I'm running into is still occasionally getting that 3009 error, but there's really no option other than just back out, close everything out, and try to... What I find is instead of using best as a server choice, pick something specific and you have a little better luck getting in. Arthur, good afternoon. Dark, Baxter, Bailey, citizens, happy Sunday to all. Longshot said he had like 330Ks in a row earlier and got fed up. That's the one thing I haven't had since 3.14 PTU went in, is I haven't had a 30K, but I've had several other crashes of other natures. Which I think the hard crashes I've been having is because that 3070 card, but PV recommended because he assists with the Spectrum help desks. He said that he finds that when they recommend setting the virtual memory at 49152, that it helps resolve a lot of issues. I set that and I didn't have a crash afterwards, so hopefully that will be a permanent fix, but it's completely random. Could happen after 10 minutes, could happen after an hour, but the other night I was on for 2 hours and no crash after setting that setting. And on my other system, I have it set at 16 gigs, and I definitely saw a performance increase setting it to that on the 3060, or on the system that has the 3060. I mean, default by Windows, I think, is 9,756 megabytes. So, but apparently Star Citizen uses virtual memory slightly differently and puts a heavy load on it. Here. Time to upgrade to 3090. I'll be on later. No problem, Gravity Cat. Hit us up as soon as you get on. I don't think I quite need to go to a 3090. That's definitely, well, then again, my whole system is overkill. It probably wouldn't be too abnormal to go to that, but it's definitely money-wise and power-wise for that card more than I absolutely need. So, waiting for a response from Lexi and Arch to see if they're going to jump into menus here so we can get them an invite. If not, we will get launched in.
Hello.
What's up, Bubney?
Yeah,
Do you guys know if Xenothreat's been tested or not?
Right now, I don't know if they are, but they are broadcasting messages for the Ninetales. Are you jumping in? Because we're about to launch in.
Yeah, I'm just turning everything on. Should be a couple seconds.
All right. We'll give you a couple minutes here to catch up. Still waiting for a response from Lexi and Arch. Nature of Mountain. Hi, Easy Have. What's going on, Nature? Great to have you here. Good to see you. Long shot. None of that made a word of sense to me. I think he means my discussion about the virtual memory. Star Citizen. Yes, we are on Star Citizen.
I saw how much a difference the new laser cannons make over the repeaters.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Longshot meant about the Xenothreat and the calls, etc. Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, with Xenothreat, the way that whole system starts is it starts with broadcast to all the stations and channels. You'll hear it over your intercom. Threats against the UEE and such. And it appears that they're going to be starting Ninetales in a similar way, in the fact that broadcast messages are going out that CRUL1 has been put on quantum lockdown. And those messages were going out this afternoon. And up until about just a little less than an hour ago, we have J-Scale that's actually in on the server right now. And he said that the QT, the quantum blockade, had been lifted, but the enemy targets were still at large. So whether we're going to see just the broadcast messages playing through this evening, or if they're actually going to go into a second phase of recruiting for the event itself, I don't know, but they are at least doing the broadcast messages for the Ninetales event. And Nature says he is on live. Ah, there's Lexi. Let's get him an invite. And just waiting on Arch and Ovni. Sorry, we're running a little bit late tonight, guys. But thank you to everybody for joining us.
I'm guessing there's been an update.
Yesterday there was. Was it yesterday or the day before? There hasn't been one today, though.
Yeah, I haven't been on for a couple of days 'cause work. Absolutely shattered after that.
Hey, I'm off for the next week from work.
Yeah. Just hoping next week I can get an extra shift so I can pay for my new joysticks as well as my headset.
Uh-oh.
Right, I'm in.
Yeah, you're in. I think I'm about to get kicked to desktop. I got kicked to desktop.
Oh no. Hey
Well-
guys, it's Lexi.
Hey, Lexi. Well, it wasn't a hard crash. It was just a kick to desktop. So, hopefully that's not not a bad sign. Didn't have any huge spikes. All the hard crashes have been memory errors.
Sounds like a RAM issue.
Well, I got 64 gigs. They're all running at 4,000.
Maybe it's too fast.
Possibly. I mean, I could always back it down to 3600 and see how it does. But there's also a known issue with 3070s going on right now that they crash for no reason in multiple games. They actually had a hotfix to fix Doom and a couple of other things. But apparently it's been going on for four or 5 months or so.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Mobster Muffin was popping German. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Alright, so we got H3D, Lexi, Inspector. I am assuming Arch is running behind Ovni. Let's get you an invite.
I just realised something which is going to be torturous.
What's
I've
that?
got to come out of Orson.
Oh yeah, that's gonna suck for you. Arthur, hope they tune the atmosphere on Crusader so it can go back on being escaped at 140,000 instead of the insane altitude you have to reach now before you can quantum. It is an issue that they're aware of, and right now it's a known bug in the game, and it is planning on being fixed. Alright, so let's go ahead and launch in. Arch will have to just catch up with us once he gets in.
Is JSL joining us, or is he keeping with his own?
I didn't ask him.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to getting my new headset.
Oh, what'd you get for the headset?
I'm thinking about getting a Razer Black Shark V2.
Oh, those are actually good.
And I'm going for the, obviously, T16 Duo.
Let's see, Mobster, any new bugs that you should know about after this new update? The last update I had was like yesterday or the day before. We're still having the bug with the distance off of Orison to be able to quantum out.
Can once again resume freely in the
Did
sector.
you already jump into
Crusader
a
Security is
universe?
working to find and arrest those responsible for this criminal blockade. But until such a
Because it
time,
didn't bring
please
us.
continue to prioritize safety and caution while traveling.
Are you
Thank
guys
you.
kidding me?
It brought me.
It
Yeah,
didn't
it brought
bring
me as well.
I was going to say, I've got everybody in the party.
What the hell?
Can you try to launch in on me? Or do we need to back out and pick you up?
I'm trying to, but it's not doing anything.
Did you get the 30,009 error?
Mm-mm.
Might kill the launcher and start again.
Yeah, you might have to do that. Damius, what size monitors do you have, Dirk? Damius, actually, I have 4 27-inch curved monitors that I use. And basically got 3 on bottom, 1 on top. And love it. My main monitor is a 165 hertz MSI optics. And Mobster, is there a new event? Well, Ninetales is supposed to be hitting in 314, and they are doing the broadcast messages as an indicator for the start of that event. So you're going to be seeing Xenothreat as well as the Ninetales event throughout 314. Before I take off or anything, let's make sure Spectre can get in case we got back out.
It
Yeah,
should
do
have
not
enough space.
Do not see any priority messages on or missions on the missions panel.
No, as soon as I got in, I had the announcement that the threat had been, or the threat has disappeared, but they're still at large. So CRUL1 should be open again.
Should be loading in.
No,
Oh,
I mean Horizon.
What's that, Lexi?
I mean Horizon.
All right. Let's see, and J-Scale says he's not sure he's going to be able to be on for much longer, so it sounds like he's going to stay solo for now. And let's see, Longshot Optics, yes, the MSI Optics 27 monitor. Actually got a pretty good deal on a refurbished one. Nature, Easy Have, Money, question. Feel free to ask any questions that you have there, Nature. We'll do our best to answer them. Zahir, how you doing? Good to see you again. And Mobster, that's awesome. Missed the last 2. And Retro just did the Ninetales lockdown for the first time. And that's what I'm hoping we can check out this evening and see how that goes. Don't forget, everybody get your call to arms as well, too. What I may do is give it a little time to see if we get that Ninetales thing and knock out this tracker training permit. It looks like my bounty's all reset again.
As is tradition for the
Yeah.
you.
Oh yeah, I'm in my stupid flight suit. I don't have my armor on. Now I gotta get dressed.
Remember, you're also going to need to respec any ships that had mods.
Yeah, I mean the only thing I've been messing with in PTU is the guns. I haven't really messed with any of the components. Damn it, I just got all those FS9 magazines the last time I was on too. I'm just gonna stop buying magazines every time there's a reset. Steal it off all of my other guns. Max, what's going on? Says he loves the puppy cam. Thank you. It's still kind of a work in progress. It's not a permanent setup yet, but we'll be working on getting some longer cords to make it a little bit cleaner.
Wow, Orison is not very optimized.
No, Orison is not.
No,
They're
it's
still
not.
having that issue with the clouds being too grainy and everything. And actually, that reminds me, I want to bump down my cloud setting.
Does the cloud setting get reset every time you get an update?
No, but it doesn't. That stays. And I had mine set at ultra high, or the highest that it'll go, and I think that may not be helping things. From what I understand, I've talked to a few people that recommend your best option is just go with medium on that.
Well, that's certainly annoying. All my armor's gone again.
Yep.
It appears so are all my guns.
Yeah, I still have my guns. I just lose all my magazines.
I don't have a mining tool. I don't have guns. I don't have armor.
Did you not have the mining tool from the subscriber flare?
Nope.
I mean, that's the only reason I have one.
Well, at least they're nice enough to give you 15 million to work with.
Yeah, I think mine's dwindled down to about 4 at this point.
Well, from what I can see right now, Orison's very pretty, but it's night.
Yeah, if we when we first got in with Orison, if you check out like the sunrise or sunset, it's absolutely gorgeous. Unbelievable how well they did on doing that all out.
Have you
floating
left the
platform's
atmosphere?
pretty cool.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go to 750,000 meters before you can get out. By the way.
That
Yeah.
shouldn't be a problem.
Have you picked a ship or have you already left for the atmosphere?
I've not done it yet.
If
Right.
you are willing to wait, we can fly together in a C2 and get out quite quickly.
That was going to be my option as well, but I need to make sure that it has the right drive. Is there any good space part places here?
Not that I've really looked for yet.
They got armor?
I'm trying to remember. There's armor spread out. Like if you go up to the refinery area or the cargo deck area, they'll sell you like mining armor. And then there's a 7-Eleven type store that sells like one set of I think I forget which model it is, but they sell one set of armor and that's it. So there's not a whole lot of choices when it comes to... Oh, and they also sell like 5 guns.
Yeah, well, it'll be better than nothing, I suppose.
Yeah. I have absolutely 0 guns in my inventory, so it took everything I bought away. Zahir, do you know if the Grey Cat armor is available? Tainted got me addicted on getting paint, and I ended up buying one for my rock, which came with an armor set, but it's not in-game. It's purchasable in-game at Orison.
Slated for 15, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. And I think, well, let me rephrase that. The ones that are available on Orison, I'm not sure if those are the same ones that are the Grey Cat rock armor. I think they're slightly different. But like Spectre said, the ones that you get for the rock, like the Black Cherry, I don't think we're going to see those until 315. Okay, so I've got one viable harbinger, I've got warden. We gotta outfit Harbinger.
Looks like the showroom is not open yet.
And now my Moby Glass will not pull up a ship. Zahir. Zahir with the Angry Bailey emote.
Is your ship list empty on the console as well?
No, oh, there we go. Now it pulled it up, so it looks like it was just a glitch. As soon as I went out to move my task manager screen and came back in, it pulled it up. Alright. So we got Galdarine. Oh, well, damn, it kept my Galdarine equipped on there, and it kept all my ATVS and GVSRs on there, so my Warden's already outfitted. I mean, my Harbinger.
Whoa, what the hell? I have everything.
See here, like the emotes. I still had a request to get some more for Baxter, so gotta look at getting some more done for Baxter as well. They did a decent job on the emotes, though I don't think they completely got Bailey's look, but for an animated rendition of her, it's pretty decent. Ah, Ersky is in the chat.
Yeah, just like.
All right. Let's see.
So I have access to an MSR, but it's not my MSR.
Well, no, they gave everybody access to almost all the ships.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But the MSR that I have access to doesn't have my name on it.
No, you would have to go into the PTU webpage and set the name there. It doesn't automatically carry over from live. So it's kind of a pain in the butt that it's not even worth it to do it just to have the name in PTU. I mean, it was worth it when you were seeing it for the first time.
Yep,
But
yep.
that password they sent you, you have to log in separately to set that. It'd be nice if everything just carried over.
Where are both of you at the moment in Orison?
I'm screwing around with my ship right now, trying to make sure that it has decent stuff.
So here, Bailey is one of a kind. You can't replicate her even on images. No, you can't. Actually, Bailey got herself into some serious trouble yesterday. Put her outside on her lead, and somehow she squirmed out of her harness and pulled her collar off. And luckily, Cryo, who was helping me load the moving truck, noticed her in the neighbor's yard. And thankfully, she came right to me as soon as I called her. But yeah. So she's not allowed outside without supervision.
How's my guns came through the update, but yet my armor's disappeared?
Well, like my guns that were equipped on the Harbinger came through, but the guns that I had in my stock didn't. It's really hit or miss. There's no rhyme or reason to it. So here, I want a GGP emote. What the heck? Explain GGP. Might need a little explanation to better understand that. That's a very Bailey thing. Thankfully, she tends to get separation anxiety from whenever she's away from me or Baxter, so it's very easy to get her back, but not something I want her just wandering around the neighborhood. So I got a few more weeks before the fence can be installed.
Hey,
It is.
Gotta go pee. Okay, now I get GGP. Gotta go pee. I may have to look into that one. Or maybe a LPB, little puppy piss break. I do love these new HUDs.
Thank you. And please visit
The
again.
clothing here is
Lexi, this way.
sorry.
I've been here enough to now completely learn where I'm going for to here.
And Spectre, you'll be happy that I can now set a route from Hurston all the way to a target off of Yella in one go instead of having to just go to Crusader and then reroute from there.
oh, they're finally allowing you to go to sub-moons and other gravity wells?
Well, you still have to go to the main planet first, but remember Crusader had that issue where if you had to go to Yella, you couldn't just click on Yella and have it route you via Crusader out to there. You had to go to Crusader and then you had to set a new route to go to Yella or Portalozar or something like that.
Because Crusader was too damn big.
Yeah, now you can actually make that route from your starting point all the way to your destination point without having to redo it halfway.
That's kind of nice.
Mm-hmm. So Erskine, you gonna be jumping in with us?
This afternoon, I started playing the game. I was buying components in New Babbage.
Yep.
A shell fell on my guy, knocked my guy over. I couldn't get up, so I reset the guy. When I respawned, I was in the same spot in the buying systems for the game, for my ships. So I had to reset my character. When I reset my character, I was in between the bed and the floor.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Now, I reset my character. My F keys don't work, so I have no money. I can't use my Mobigas. I can't get my ships. I have no armor. I'm just in my,
Your interact key's not working at all?
Nope.
Lexi, what are you flying?
What?
My F1, F2, F3, F4 works, but the other ones don't.
Oh,
Do you want to jump? Do you want to?
Character customization change.
What the-
and
Yeah.
So that tells
Oh.
it.
I already did that. I went even to change sex, went to a girl, and I'm just walking around with the bra and underwear on.
all right. So you can't move around or anything then.
I can move. My character's there, but I can't get it on a ship. I can't get armor. I have no cash.
All right. Your best bet at that point, if you already tried to do if you already done the account reset. Now, when you did the account reset, did you go to the PTU page or did you go to the live page?
When I downloaded,
No, because when, like, you know how you go to the RSI webpage and
Yes,
you go into
yep.
your account settings and you have your character reset?
yep.
That only affects the live universe. You have to go to a separate web page, which is the PTU RSI site, to reset your PTU character. So if you did character resets just from the standard RSI login on the RSI page, you reset your live character.
Ah, shit.
So what you would want to do is, do you still have the email that they sent you when you copied your account over?
Yep.
All right, so on that email is the link to the PTU robertspaceindustries.com. You want to click that, use the password that they gave you to log in, and then go to your settings there and go to your character reset and do it from that PTU RSI Robert Space Industries page.
Yep.
It's kind of like where they're running two completely separate instances where they each have their own homepage, and the homepage of one doesn't affect the other than the fact of copying your account over. After that, everything is done off the RSI PTU website. So yeah, pull that email up and just click that link, and it should have your password on there. It's alphanumeric number that they just
Attention,
created for
people
you.
of Crusader. The recent
Ooh.
blockade of quantum travel
Ooh.
has been ended.
Oh.
While travel may resume as
Oh
normal,
no.
the culprits
It says it's
behind this
ended.
attack are unfortunately still on the loose. We at Crusader Security will continue to pursue justice, but we kindly ask that you please use extra caution when traveling to ensure your
Alright.
safety.
And also
Looks like we're gonna be fighting.
no, that's just saying the blockade ended. They haven't even started the recruiting part yet. So going into Crusader, and I think it was wasn't Nature. Oh, it was Mobster that was asking about other things that you need to be aware of. With Crusader, if you quantum in to Crusader from outside the area, or anytime you quantum into Crusader, it takes you into the atmosphere instead of stopping you in orbit. And right now there's a bug that to get off of Orison or off of Crusader, you have to go 750,000 meters, huge distance, to get off planet into a quantable area. So when you're coming in from outside the system, you want to kill the ship's power by hitting the U key on your keyboard with less than 100,000 kilometers left to go to get there, so that you don't get pulled down into the atmosphere and have to fly out manually. That is the workaround currently for that.
Wait, so do what?
If you're coming in from like Hurston or an outside area, when you get close to Crusader, hit U on your keyboard to shut everything down and stop immediately. And that will, if you're under 100,000 kilometers away from Crusader, you can actually carry on to your next point without having to go to Crusader first.
Gotcha.
It just keeps you from having to take that 10 minutes to fly out of the atmosphere.
Systems offline.
Oh, my HUD is freaking out.
Systems green.
Yeah, go to quantum to yellow to get out.
Yeah.
So what's the fastest ship in Atmo? Is it still the M2C2?
I think the 350 technically is still the fastest ship in atmosphere.
I think the M2 and C2 seem to be quite fast, because I'm already at 90k. He's climbing quite fast.
Maybe the Herald.
Yeah, the Herald's still pretty fast.
It's fast in a straight line.
Do you know, I've actually never flew that.
I don't think you can do anything but a straight line in the Herald.
Quantum travel complete.
It's
So
a rocket with a ship attached.
It's a rocket with a seat attached. Is more
what's the difference between the Carrick Expedition and the regular?
paint job.
That's it?
For the most part, and if you had pledged it, which version of the Pisces you got?
Oh, okay.
Because you have the Pisces Expedition and the Pisces regular.
Oh, I see. It's like a lightish gray versus white.
Yep, and the Pisces Expedition actually comes with pre-configured 2 additional hard points over the standard Pisces. So here, so if you
Purchase those, though.
yeah, you can purchase them. So if you spawn in Orson, do you have to fly to 750 kilometers before you can quantum? Yes, you do. Yeah, and that is one bug that for anybody getting into the PTU for the first time or who has their last spawn point on Orison is unfortunately going to have to deal with. Basically just set your cruise control and let it do its thing. Oh, come on, spool already.
I've gotten to the point where I'm actually reading a novel while flying.
Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
Alright, let's find this target. So here, oh my god, that's going to take ages. It takes a while. I mean, generally you're going to be flying straight up for about, depending on what ship you have, 15 minutes or so in a decently moving ship. Right now, it's one of the main reasons I'm not going down into Orison, just because of
also
that fact.
here. It's pretty, but there's nothing here.
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous.
I just checked all the ship stops. There's nothing really worth grabbing.
Alright, so let's see. Let's track this one. Marker back.
I'm gonna see how the Carrack does getting out of Orison.
Not a problem. Oh, that's a big rock. Big rock. So here, if you're in the Starlifter 315, would be out before the exit of the atmosphere. Well, hopefully they fix the issue here before it goes live. So, I mean, they are working on a number of issues. So hopefully we will see that taken care of as well before it hits live.
I think he's also thinking of the Reclaimer.
Oh, yeah.
You would actually be out of the atmosphere probably around the time 315 goes live.
Yeah, and the Reclaimer, absolutely. Oh, damn it. I hit a rock. And I'm dead. Story of my life. There's a good lesson for everybody to learn. When in an asteroid field, pay attention to what's below you as well. Yep, Zahir says, yep, that's what he meant. And I crashed the desktop.
No.
That's okay. Usually crash the desktop, I can at least launch right back in.
Oh, glorious frame rate. I mean, I'll give him this much. The spaceport looks fantastic.
Oh, yeah, it definitely does.
How high up are you so far?
I haven't left the ground yet.
Well, technically,
Thinking-
there is no ground.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm thinking that with everyone, the way everyone's complaining, I should probably grab some food and water. Because I might not make it out of the atmosphere before I need to eat.
And a ship with a lot of fuel.
Yeah, that's the one thing you either need fuel scoops or you need something with a huge tank to get you out of there. The 890 will run out of fuel before you hit it.
Well, it didn't even get to 90k before it started falling. And we also figured out you can't land properly with without exploding if you're going up an angle in the atmosphere.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you fall out and hit something, you're gonna You can be at terminal velocity, so yeah, I would imagine
Oh
that
no,
you
this
would
is
die.
when it was going up still. This is when you're angled. For some odd reason, if you try and land angled yourself at the angle it is, the 890 jump is, and going the same speed, it just like repels you off the thing. And if you just slightly touch the pad, you blow up. And it's like,
Oh, you're
okay,
talking about the pad on the bow of the 890?
yeah, at the front, yeah.
Okay, this just let me out of the bed and it spawned me back into the floor.
So what you're telling me is this is a very accurate representation of what it takes to leave Earth's atmosphere currently.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Yes.
it's just 15 minutes of constant acceleration.
Actually, I think it's the real world.
And I have frozen up.
If I remember rightly, it actually takes 2 hours to get out of our atmosphere. 2 hours or something like that.
Our atmosphere? No.
Yeah, going straight up, yeah.
No. In order to
Definitely not.
in order to get out of our atmosphere, you got to curve. Anyways, you can't go straight up.
Yeah, if you're talking about escape velocity, to reach an escape vector, yes, it takes probably 2 hours. To get out of the atmosphere, it takes like maybe 4 minutes.
How the hell did I
Yeah.
fall over from getting out the seat? How does that work?
Force reactions?
Alright, here we go. We're gonna log back in here. It made me a part of the floor.
Is there still only one way to get in the Carrack through the front ramp?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think
there
they have
might
any
be-
plans to change that.
I think there might be a bug because I, for some odd reason, can't lift up my nose without forcibly like lifting my ship up.
Like your player's face nose? Or you talking about the nose of your ship?
Nose of my ship. I can't go up, down, nor can I go left and right. And I come out my seat twice.
It
That
happens.
could- I was gonna say, try pressing Shift next to the Enter button. Unless you're not using mouse control.
Yeah, that's working, but it's not giving me the control.
So here, don't know if anyone has been live today, but had like 530Ks and loads of desync issues. Never experienced that many problems before. It's weird because whenever PTU is up and running, I think that live definitely becomes more unstable. I mean, generally that's something as a trend that I've noticed.
What
I
what
think
they're
it's
doing is
because they're
divvying the
sharing servers.
Yep, they're
Yeah.
sharing the servers with different netcode.
Okay, it took me 3 times to get out of the seat and falling twice to actually give me control of the ship again. So I have no idea what's gone on there.
I don't think they're sharing servers because the PTU crashes and live crashes, and it usually doesn't.
Yeah, but it might be the fact that they might be setting certain amount of servers to this, and instead of giving them all to the PU, they've split it to between the two, which you can do.
Yeah, I mean, if they're changing
Knowing
the number of available resources.
knowing Chris Roberts, it's running on a massive supercomputer server, and they split like you said, Dark. They split the resources between the two.
Yeah,
But they got them completely separate servers, though.
Oh yeah, no, definitely separate servers, but each PTU and each live have fewer than what they would if they ran by themselves.
Yeah, separate virtual servers, same physical host.
Yeah. And it spawned me into the floor again. And spamming to get back in.
Good thing I'm in basically I'm out of the no shooting zone because I keep accidentally clicking the fire button.
Okay. Alright, so spamming to get back in again.
$172,000 now. 173,000.
Low boat out of atmosphere, huh?
Only another 500,000.
You can't overload or overclock your shields anymore?
I mean, you can use your triangle on your MFD to put more power to it, but you're going to pull power from something else. That's the whole capacitor gameplay.
Well, I went to the power menu like normal to see if I could like even inch it up to where it used to be, 120%, 130%. It doesn't let you even move it past 100 anymore.
Nope, you have to do it all through that triangle now.
All right.
Which they're all default evenly split, 33% on everything, so you can nudge it, but you're going to take away from something else.
Right.
Oh, come on, open a spot on the server.
Is there still an open spot?
No, I'm just sitting here spamming it. Welcome to the world of testing servers. So here, at least the menu page looks nice. Yeah. I may do some, oh, there we go. Now I'm getting it. May do some troubleshooting and maybe just as a test swap the 3070 and the 3060 and see if that's adding anything into these crashes to desktop. Something I can work on this week. Or even back down to an older driver.
Do any of you have a particular gaming mouse at the moment?
A particular
gaming
what?
mouse?
Like a gaming mouse or anything like that?
No, I use Basilisk. And then on my other computer, I have a RGB Core Pro Corsair.
I'm a G502 guy.
Or, no, the Corsair is the Dark Pro. You're a Logitech guy?
Oh yeah.
Well, looks like I'm probably going. So, for this is my list of potential things to go for: the Razer Black Shark V2, obviously the Thrustmasters, the Corsair K100, and the Razer Basilisk. I can't pronounce it now.
Well, are you looking at the wireless or the wired?
Wired for the mouse
Okay.
because they're both wired because I believe.
Yeah, basically any wired mouse will be good from Corsair, Razer, any mouse
Yeah.
company is good.
I mean, at that point, once you're looking at Corsair, Razer, or anything like that, it's more comfort level with the size of the mouse. Like, I like how the Basilisk feels a little bit better than the Dark Core Pro. I mean, the Dark Core Pro is still a damn good mouse, though. I just think the Basilisk fits my hand a little bit better. The one benefit with the Dark Core Pro is that it has the option of wireless. I can just unplug it and use it as wireless too.
Send me the link for that.
For which one?
The Dark Core Pro. You said it's Corsair, right?
Yeah, it's Corsair. I just picked it up at Best Buy. I want to say, I think it was like $79, $89, I think.
Yeah, because I've been having problems with my RGB on my Razer stuff. So when I upgrade, I'm just gonna go get some Corsair stuff and get like some good Corsair and just see how that is. I've heard more good about Corsair than I have Razer.
Corsair's not bad. It uses the IQ system, which can integrate with, obviously any other Corsair product that you have. Depending on what keyboard you go with, it can be limited. The Dark Core Pro's got a lot of adjustability, but it is a bigger size mouse. But it has adjustable, or not adjustable, but you can swap like the right side of it to where it has the finger rest or doesn't have the finger rest. So there's some customization you can do to it as far as the additional plates that they offer you.
How many side buttons does it have?
Side buttons, I want to say, if I remember, 2.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Yeah, I might stick with the Basilisk V2 because the it's 50 quid.
Like Dark says, it comes down to size, use case.
Once
if
you're
you're
looking
doing
at
an
those
MMO,
They
if you're doing
both look
MMO stuff, you
similar.
want the Naga.
Yeah, the Naga would definitely be a good MMO. Who is this guy getting on my ship?
Yeah, but I'm not really
Not
into
us.
doing MMOs.
Well, I
Oh.
reset my character. Now I'm walking the plank off the side of the building.
Oh, I've hit 200,000.
What's
Only
up, dude?
500,000 more. The 400,000, sorry.
You hit 400,000.
3D printed cat? Okay, he got off my ship.
All my upgrades will cost me £415. Or £14.56 a month.
God, Orson must be gigantic if I still can't see the whole thing in third person behind me.
How high are you?
130,000 feet.
Alright, so that was 3D printed cat. We'll give him a shout out there, and he ended up being friendly, just curious about the armor.
Landing gear retracted.
Alright, and I am underway again. again. Let's see if I still have that mission.
Yeah. One
Of
thing
course.
I do gotta say is what makes me laugh is someone asked me why am I going for the 100k Corsair for the
Thank
keyboard.
you, and please visit again.
I turned and said one because of the buttons. You've got customizable buttons with some sound bars and such. But the other thing is it's actually metal in a lot of the areas, whereas compared to others, you're paying for plastic for a similar price.
I have the, I think it's the, was it the RG55 or something like that for Corsair, and it's a damn good keyboard. I got this Razer Ornata to go on this one, and this is a really good keyboard as well too. I mean, I think, like I said, I mean, once you're going with those mainstream manufacturers, I don't think you can really go wrong. It's just going to come down to personal preference at that point.
Yeah. Well, it's that I prefer the metal one because it looks a hell of a lot better than plastic, and two, yeah, it's a lot more durable. That's what I'm looking for. There's also the fact that I'm also looking at business sense as well, because I'm going to be doing the designing work, and that requires a lot more buttons and options.
I mean, literally, I used to do quality inspector work for some of the factories around here, and it's all the same components for those major brands down to deep inside. It's like their frames and their style and their type of, for their brand is really what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And, I mean, obviously
I know
there
that
could
for a
be
fact.
slight differences when it comes to keyboards, with depending on what type of switches you're putting in them and all that.
Yeah.
But again,
Well, if it's
switches are just going to
mechanical,
play. Yeah, I mean, switches are only going to really play mostly into the effect of aesthetics and personal comfort. I mean, there are some really bad switches that have crappy response time, but I mean, if you're looking at the name brands, they're usually using pretty decent switches.
But yeah, because some of the options, I looked at the 100k and I was like, yeah, that's worth the money. Better than some of the other options I was looking at, even though it's more expensive.
It's hard to get an idea of what the heat threshold is for these flight systems. I keep buffeting up on it. But the fastest this Carrack's been going so far at 184,000 feet, or 184,000 meters, is 400.
Really? I'm going
Yeah.
about nearly 800. There's 790 to 800
Mm-hmm.
for me.
Well, it keeps increasing in speed, but this is a big ship. I'm in the Carrack.
Yeah, I'm in the M2.
Right.
Dark, you tried cargo yet?
I have not tried cargo yet, but you don't want to use PTU as a test for how cargo is going to be in live. They are completely separate and react differently.
We've tried it before anyway, and it's exactly the same as PU.
Yeah, because I did that with 313, I think it was, and did a cargo test, and everything worked perfectly, and as soon as it hit live, it just went to crap. Because the two systems, one, the replication bug wasn't going on in the PTU, and whatever limits were set within PTU were not the same as what was set and retained within PU.
With
So-
being honest, if you're testing, you should be using the same, unless if you.
But cargo
alternate
wasn't a
for the
focus of their
future.
testing.
Even still, you'd think that they would want to make sure nothing goes wrong with the trading side.
Well, not necessarily, because every PTU patch has a focus of what they're testing.
Oh yeah, I'm not disputing that. All I'm just saying is you'd think that they would want to make sure that nothing goes wrong on the foundations.
Well, yeah, and the foundations were there, which means everything worked correctly, but when it went over to PU, they were having the same issues that they were originally having. So cargo trading is just one of those things you don't want to judge your opinion of how it's going to be in the live patch based on what you experience in PT.
What I'm trying to say is that because you said that they're different levels, you've got different restrictions. That's what I'm saying is you'd think they'll be the same.
Not
Even though
necessarily.
they're not testing the specific thing. You'd think that you'd want to keep it same unless you're changing that specific part.
I
Then you
mean,
know that.
you got to remember though that you're talking about something that's affecting the entire economy of the system.
Yeah.
So it's more than just setting a limit. You're having to set the economy for the entire system. So if your focus on testing is, you know, a new gameplay, a new ship, or you know, like in 313, the cave systems and all that, all your attention is going to be spent on that. It's not going to be wanting to update something that is not a focus to be identical to what it is in the PU and bring the economy up to 100% comparison to what the PU is, because that's not what you're working on at that time. Oh, come on, Quantum.
Have you got out, Lexi, or are you still in the atmosphere?
No, I'm heading to Paulisa.
Everything. Marked it.
Too bad you couldn't reserve cargo for your ship. Like
Yeah,
they
it's...
ahead.
And I don't know what they're going to be doing with the cargo gameplay that they're bringing along once the cargo decks get fully operational. I've heard people saying that they're hoping that it goes to where it's like a mission. You can actually take a mission to haul a specific thing, kind of like what you... And also kind of like what you saw with Invictus, where they have the logs telling you where there's overstock, understock, and you can use that as a determining factor of what you're going to haul, which I thought that was a great system. A lot of people really enjoyed that.
Well, if you think about it, that's how they do it in real life anyway.
It is, but you also have to look at the downfall with the verse-wide thing is that there's so many different things you could trade in. Running a log for all of those commodities would be a little tough versus the 5 or 6 they were only doing during Invictus.
Well, what they could do is they could probably do like a regional area. So when you're a certain distance, X amount, basically it alerts what ones have changed and what ones haven't in that area.
Well,
a good option.
The downfall to that is then you're not seeing those cross-verse hauls that you could take from Crusader out to Microtech and make, you know, bigger bucks. You might be able to have a higher paying set buyer out at Microtech than what you would have, say, in the Crusader system.
Well, what you could probably do is have something which utilizes the stock it's like screens where it shows all the prices in the various areas, and then have like the regional ones being like the alerts which you get on the ship. Because if you're flying in that area, you're not going to be able to get all the information of the whole Stanton system straight away.
Right, and that's kind of what they had going on with SC Tools as well as the Galog and all that, is it gave you a verse-wide breakdown of what area was buying and selling what quantities, how fast they replenished and all that, and it was all kept on a website. Now to translate that all into game, you're going to have to probably create a very large Mobi-Glass menu, or have some way to delineate, you know, I want to select this and I can look at just this commodity, where is it selling at what price, where is it buying at what price, and you can look at an individual commodity. If you're interested in trading Laranite, pull up Laranite and you can see all the factors on it.
You're probably going to be doing that where it's like the individual item and then it tells you which places are buying at what price.
Yeah, I don't know if they plan on keeping that alert system. I don't know what their plans are with it. I would imagine, from what I understand, 315, we might be seeing some type of kind of revamp of the cargo trade system. It definitely needs some attention, so hopefully they'll give it some.
I think they really need to fix trading overall at this present moment, because That's the thing which is a lot of people are disappointed about, is that you can't be a space trucker anymore.
Yeah, that's a big part of
Yeah.
why I wanted to play it.
At least you're waiting for Hull D to fill up.
Oh god, I have a whole D. I can't imagine how long I'm gonna have to wait for it to fill that thing up.
Just act like an actual trucker, you know? Take a
How
break,
much-
go take a shower, have lunch, and then come back when you're done.
How much SCU would the whole E have?
Holy's got like 89,000, almost 90,000.
It's a different SCU type.
Yeah. Essentially triple the Virtueman, essentially.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a problem on its own, the Virtueman.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like DESSCU or Millie or whoever knows how they end up naming it.
Well, if you think about it, they're going to have to completely overhaul the trade anyway. They're going to do those type of sizes for a lot of ships.
Yeah, once they bring in ships that size, it's going to need to be overhauled, or else you're just going to kill the economy, or you're going to have
Yeah.
several other systems.
You'd have one guy in a Hull E come into all of Stanton's just system, buy everything in existence and leave.
Decent. Bitch.
That would be awkward.
Yeah.
But one thing I'm hopeful of is that the pyro system has a reason for the pirates. So, for example, the whole area being a miner's gold mine, basically a gold mine, where you got loads of quantum, or titanium and other expensive resources. So that encourages not only miners to go out there to get the better, more higher percentage of titanium, but also to have the orcs go out there and do actual mining operations instead of basically 2 or 3 people just go mining every now and again. They actually have a reason to go out there to work together. The only problem is that it would require a refining ship, so there.
Finally! God damn it, he's just yo-yoing all over the place. Zahir, no Dark, don't give Sig any ideas on adding to the Moby class. I want them to fix the star map properly first, then they can do what they want. Actually, they've done some improvements on the star map, actually. I can't complain with the adjustments that they made. I actually do think it's gotten better.
I'm just glad I don't have to constantly delete your name and then basically
Oh no, I'll be glad once that hits live. Alright, so next bounty is out here at Hurston. We're gonna head out to Hurston. I'm gonna run Bailey outside real quick because she's sitting here begging. And grab another beer.
Wait, what's the distance for you to Quantum Mount of Orson?
750 kilometers. 750,000 meters. Be right back.
286,
All right, Bailey,
so I've
come on.
just gone down by
Let's go.
25%.
Wait, you're not out of Orson yet?
Nope, I have to go all the way to the 700,000.
I
it's-
beat you to orbit then. By a lot.
I'm going to Yella. That's why. And so far, I've got that bug where it stops me from quantuming out very easily.
Well, yeah. I left orbit maybe 5 minutes ago, and I'm just jumping around using the OMs.
What height were you at?
Well past 800,000.
Where did you go to?
What's that?
Where did you go to quantum out?
I flew 90 degrees straight up into the air at full speed.
Yeah,
And
'cause I'm
then-
going 924, and I'm only just reaching 292. I'm going to yellow.
I gotcha. Yeah, I got up to 1300 going straight up, and then hold on, kill that. There we go.
If you got 1300, you didn't have the glitch.
No, 1300. I guess velocity.
Oh, that'd probably be why you got out quicker, because mine's going just about 926 at the moment.
Are you pointed straight up, 90 degrees?
I'm pointing towards yellow.
You're gonna want to
Why
go
are
straight
you-
up first.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you're pointing at yellow.
Oh, it's because the fact that I just taking it casual. It's fine.
Oh, okay. All right.
I've got nothing to do, so at the moment, so I'm just waiting for certain missions to pop up. So it's like if I'm gonna wait for a certain mission, I might as well just fly out slowly.
I guess.
I just didn't expect it to be this slow though.
Quantum travel complete.
It took me 2000 UEC of hydrogen to get out of Orson. Alright, time to go get all my armor again.
All right. Okay, and I realize I walked away with my cruise control on, and I am heading straight down towards the planet. Not a good thing.
Good luck.
Oh no, I got back in time. Alright, let's see where we gotta go.
Are you guys doing anything specific right now?
I'm waiting to see if they redo the announcement of the QT lockdown on CRUL1. There's no Xeno threat going, so I'm just knocking out some bounties while waiting to see if they do that. Quantum is having some issues for sure. And then if I would say in the next 20 minutes or so, if we don't see an announcement, I'm probably going to go ahead and say, let's go ahead and, if you guys are up for it, we can move over to mining and check out some of the spots to see if they changed much of anything. The scanning is definitely going to be changed.
Yeah, for sure.
So check out CR or HURL3 or something like that to see if there's anything majorly different.
For some odd reason, I was just pulling out the sky even though I had full thrust.
You got gas?
Yeah. I've still got like 70 odd %.
What are you flying?
Ciela.
No, what are you flying?
Oh, the Hercules M2.
You didn't change the triangle at all, did you?
No, I've changed nothing really. I've been just flying directly to yellow and that's it. And it's like suddenly started falling about 10,000 down. I was like, what the hell?
Well, I mean, yellow does have low gravity. If you come in too fast, it'll come up on you quick.
I haven't even left the atmosphere yet because I'm just casually flying because of the fact that there's nothing for me to do really. So I'm still in Crusader. Okay, this is. I haven't even risen that far.
Alright, our target.
For some odd reason, my thrust isn't working properly.
So here, new HUD looks pretty interesting. Yes, and actually this missile operator mode, where I can actually assign up to 4 missiles, as you saw just there, takes them out quick. Of course, I used all my arresters on that. Still getting used to this new boost gauge versus the afterburner. But it does give you a longer period to actually burn